What is going on, everyone? I'm DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixar. We are back for the Tuesday, I believe, day of the week it is, edition of Moon or Dust Trending. And as always, hit the like button, subscribe button, post button, share button, repost button, whatever button you have to hit to share this episode, hit that button. And this might be probably the fastest episode of Moon or Dust. It's probably going to be about 25-minute longs. We're not going to BS like we normally do and hang out. We're going to go over the top 5 trending projects because there's another show that we actually want to hop on over to. And I'll talk about that here in 1 second. But before we do that, Mr. Pixel, how's it going?
Going good, brother. It's going good. Ready for another one. Ready for a quick episode now today, so we can obviously, we're getting the bot back on track here as well. We had a little bit of a downturn because we did an update on the bot. There's a little issue with what it was spamming, so we lost a couple of projects, took it off because of that issue. I get it. People don't have the patience, but we're updating that as well. So we got a couple of projects here. We're going to wrap them up, and then, like Sean said, we can move on to some good bullish news. Regarding what we were doing this morning.
Yep. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So we all know we're collaborating with Assure DeFi. They actually have an episode going on today, episode number 1, where $10,000 to $100,000 is going to be on the line. This Wednesday at 3:30, that's Eastern time. So about 23 minutes. We're launching episode 1 of the final switch. Projects step into the arena. Some are in a shot at funding. Some short circuit under the pressure. Invited teams, can compete for $10,000 to $100,000 from Assure DeFi. No promises, no handout, just a real opportunity for real builders. Line up in more details to follow. Smash the reminder below and don't miss out. So it's going to be a really cool episode. And because we're collaborating with them, we're just now kind of getting this collaboration / partnership going. So we're going to do a better job at lining up to make sure that our lives and their lives don't coincide with one another. But with the bot being down a little bit, figured why not? Let's just do all the top 5s and then hop on over, support our guys over at Assure DeFi, because I don't want to go into detail because I don't know what they made public, what they didn't make public, but they have a system in place that we should have gone live this week. It's not going to be anything that the public sees, but it's a way for us to round up projects to hopefully come play on Moon or Dust, to download the bot, to hopefully get marketing services from us. So they have a system in place that will allow us to find clients a lot more easily than the process that it is now. So we're benefiting huge from this partnership, as well as they are with us. I know me and then Mr. Pixel especially is going to be helping them a lot with their production quality. Again, that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to talk for them. So yeah, that's where we're going. So guys, be ready. In 21 minutes, we're going to be hopping over there. Obviously, make the Infinion and Moon or Dust community known. I mean, it's still so cool seeing all of those Infinion's PFPs down there. So let's do our thing. Let's show up and let's watch someone potentially get 10 to 100,000 invested in. Yes, guys, I know what you're going to ask. When are Moon or Dust is going to play? There will be a point for Moon or Dust, but remember, we're already partnered with them to a certain extent. I'm using that word. It's more, let's say collaboration, but we're collaborating with them. Probably lead to a full partnership. So us playing the game doesn't necessarily mean anything per se. We already have their support. But again, their system that we're going to be utilizing already has them booked out with 5 projects per show that they do, like through January. Just goes to show you how effective it's been for them. We're implementing some of those same things for us to be able to find more and more clients, because while I do have a Rolodex pretty darn long, I have over 500 contacts that I've done YouTube videos for. A lot of those contacts, as you can probably guess, are deleted accounts, hasn't been seen in 1 year. Like, that's what happens within this market. So my Rolodex of clients alone can't support Moon or Dust for years to come. So it's important that we line up something else. And Assure DeFi is going to help us with that. But yeah, I'm rambling too much. We only have 20 minutes. But yeah, anything you want to add to that, Mr. Pixel?
I mean, hey, for what you said, it is spot on for right now. I'm excited to get involved with what they got going on there. But hey, $10,000 to $100,000 investment, that is a way to get people to tune in. Absolutely. And I love the idea of it. It's great. Shark Tank, and it's a legit, Azure DeFi, they're legit as it gets. So It's going to be quite entertaining, so I'm looking forward to it. Don't want to miss it. I'm excited to see it. I hope everybody that's watching as well today is going to go over and check it out after the fact. We'll drop in links into the Moon or Dust Telegram channel and stuff as well. Just a quick plug here. Anybody that is watching right now, in order to get highlighted on today's show on this, well, not today's show, but in the future, we go live 5 days a week, right across YouTube, Twitch, X, Telegram, soon to be Rumble. We're currently updating the bot, so just be aware there's one little issue with it right now. So if you do install it, it's an issue. Just leave it off and install it once. We'll make an announcement once the bot is ready to go again. It's fully up to speed, so you can install it then after the fact. But you can head on over to moonordust.media, go to the website. Right now, all the stuff is in there. The trending bot is up there. Just hit that, add it to your Telegram, give it the admin permissions, get your community voting right away. And of course, the mod NFTs, they are live right now, 38 sold. We're running this up to the 20th as it stands right now. Mint as many as you like, 2 NFTs per transaction. So just to keep spam and stuff like that down, that's mint.moonordust.media that you can go. So much easier to say. And of course, we also have the Moon or Dust token itself, which is live. It's on a nice little dip there now at the moment. So if anybody's interested in that, there's a good opportunity there to get involved and just, get out there, keep sharing our content. And we appreciate you guys. And let's get down to it, Sean, because we're running out of time. So
also shout out to one of my guys, Mike Barney. He's a longtime follower of me. I think an even longer time follower of Joe, but he picked up 5 NFTs last night. He contacted me. So congrats to him for getting those 5 NFTs. And don't forget, guys, got a few more days. Pick them up. It's going to be a huge part of our ecosystem. And things are really going to start to run here as revenue starts to come in. But yes, let's get into the top 5. We already hit on Moon or Dust. I see we have another moon in there at number 4, which we'll touch on that. But prior to that, we need to hit on Fire Chicken. Again, guys, Fire Chicken is one of my favorite memes, I guess you can say. Chuck, our guy Chuck, he runs it. Solid community member that's been around and been with us forever. He plays the LP and arbitrage games, so he's constantly keeping that volume going. I believe they said they got some interesting news coming here in the week or two. Outside of us, probably the person that wants a token that we help her out with when we can, that I trust the most. I have zero worries about anything. If like what we do, if he's saying it's happening with Fire Chicken, it's probably happening. So check out their Twitter. Still got the same pin post. I know he's been at it for a while to get the token verified on Jupiter. Yeah, so shout out to him. Project is over a year old now. I think it made a year this month early or last month, one of them. So it's over a year old. The guy's been rocking and rolling. He's been on Moon or Dust. He won some money for Moon or Dust. Put it, I think, right back into mod in Fire Chicken. So yeah, it's cool. Love it.
Yeah, I think he had a competition. We did a competition with that, and that was awesome. So I love when people do that. But yeah, Chuck's a beast. Chuck's a beast. He's a hardcore follower of everything that we do as well. He's just a great community guy. He's a great guy, I would say, to have in this space. He's got a real passion for wanting to educate people so they understand how they can actually utilize blockchains, right, and crypto and decentralized finance in a way that can benefit them. But again, it's a lot. It's daunting when you don't. But I like the fact because he's in healthcare, so he likes people's well-being, I'm sure. So education is a huge part of that. So shout out to you, Chuck. Appreciate you, brother. And I wish the best for Fire Chicken. Fire Chicken is going to be is a solid play in my opinion.
Yep, it is. Chart as always looking really good. It always seems to be trending upwards. You have your buys, you have some sell. Like I said, a lot of arbitrage going on. I believe he even has a Fire Chicken LP set up with Moon or Dust. So yeah, he's always getting LPs additionally set up, which obviously costs money. So he's creating those LPs. He's generating fees. He would have to tell you his exact strategy. He understands it far more than I do. He's pretty up there with his expertise on LPs. But yeah, Fire Chicken's a real one. They're rocking and rolling. As usual, I know a lot of our Moon or Dust community is already there. But if you're not there, highly recommend going over there and checking them out. And then let's see. So that's
Yep, absolutely.
guys.
And hey, Chuck, maybe he said he's got something coming up in the next week or so. So maybe
next week or two.
Maybe we could get him on, Chuck. If you're listening, if you want to come on, schedule a day next week or something. If you could make it work and give us an update and everything. We had Chuck on he was the first deep dive interview that we did. So you can go back through the X timeline there and find that clip from that interview that we did. It was good, really good understanding. You get to see the guy himself. All right, fire chicken.
Yeah, fire chicken. Let's go.
All right.
Let's move next. On. We got next.
Our boy.
We got Moonboy. So for those that aren't familiar with Moonboy, it was launched on the EVM side, which is coming, guys. We're on Solana, but we're having to essentially bring up every chain that's on there to match the Solana side. As everyone knows, it took us a hot minute to get that Solana side up. So it's working, being done diligently, trying to get it all done, but we will be a multi-chain token launcher. Also, Richard stuff, not giving out too many details, but some of it might be starting way sooner than you think. So stay tuned for all that. And we are going to start seeing some traction because what he has cooking in the real world might be a way to actually get some good actual traction on Lunar Pump, because we all know how the game works within this space. It's so hard. You're not going to get people away from Pump Fund, extremely hard. You're not going to get people away from Uniswap. You're not going to get people away from Radium. But what if there was a way to introduce new people that their new, I guess you can say, baseline of what's normal is Lunar Pump Fund, or it is Infinion and things like that. So just little tease. I'll keep it at that because that's why he's working with us. That's still his news. But Moonboy is one of the first tokens launched on BNB on the EVM side back in the day. Mike's kind of taking it over. You're going to start probably seeing the Twitter account come up. But yeah, this is Mike's passion project. He wants to get the buy bot going, all that stuff. So you're going to start, I think, seeing a lot of movement going on Moonboy. Had a really good run. I think it shot out from a 2,000 market cap to about a 370,000 market cap. Of course, did its thing, but it's still what, 13K. So it's still a good little bit above that starting market cap. But I have a feeling, especially when Mike starts getting involved and starts getting things going, you're going to see a little bit more volume starting to uptick. So guys, let's keep voting. Let's keep Moonboy on everyone's mouth. It is a BNB project, and it's one I'm excited to see what we do, but more importantly, Mike, see what he does.
Dude, I absolutely love Moonboy. I've always said it. I've done so much.
Put a lot of work in the Moonboy.
A lot of work in the Moonboy, dude. And I want to push Moonboy merch. I think Moonboy merch is going to be awesome. So that's something I definitely want to do when I can get time. But as you jump and pivot, it's only so many hours in the day, so we kind of got to do it. But as soon as we can start getting things rolling here, it would be awesome to get that pushing out again, and I'm excited that it's going to get going. I'm holding my bag strong right now. So I ain't touching it. So, if you want to go check it out and talk to the man himself, Mike. I'm not sure if he's watching today, but appreciate you, Mike. I love Moonboy. He's a beast. All right, moving on. Who we got next? Infinion, and we've touched on this last couple of days as well. But go ahead.
We'll hit on it real quick. So for those that aren't familiar, Infinion is, I guess you can say, like the patriarch of the whole ecosystem that we built. It's got a live layer 2 blockchain, an ever appreciating, or if you will, the infinitely smarter blockchain, where every transaction that happens on the chain makes that chain and every token on it more valuable. Again, we've been over it. Not going to beat a dead horse. Mainstream adoption for an L2 is extremely hard and honestly takes tens of millions of dollars. So that's why, again, we pivoted and we're building the whole ecosystem for Infinion because we want to make sure that the token itself is successful, even if the blockchain never gains any mainstream adoption. And that's going to be done via Lunar Pump, via Lunar Dust. Again, Lunar Pump is, I guess you can say, the flagship utility of it. And again, we're going to start seeing a lot of people launching on it here very shortly, I think, in just some cool different ways. And everyone, I think, is going to be really excited to see what people are launching. They're definitely going to be utilizing the live streaming. The tipping is going to be very important to them. So everything we're doing with that Lunar Pump system is good. And I've kind of been over it. Mod is kind of like the marketing engine of the ecosystem we built for Infinion. And I've already kind of been over the money that you can make within the marketing. I mean, baseline with a good market, I mean, easily mod can produce 20, 30, 40, 50K in revenue easily. But guys, 5% or even 2% or shit, even 1% of Lunar Pump getting a market share from Punt Fund can put that to shame. It can make the 30, 40, 50,000 Lunar Dust makes look like nothing. I mean, Lunar Pump can make that in a day if it just has like 2 or 3% market share. So it's very important that we get it going, and that's our ultimate goal. I know Calvin, our dad's been making sure everything's tidied up with it. So we start getting these new projects coming in from, I guess you can say they're going to be like RWAs. I'll say that as another little tease. So that'll be cool. We'll be getting that system going. Lunar Pump will be having token launches. It'll be having lives. It'll be a cool place for us to go hang out, talk, see what all the guys are doing on the lives. And yeah, guys, that's Infinion. It's that's just scratching the surface. I've done AMA after AMA about Infinion. With this whole ecosystem, I can easily talk about it for an hour. So everyone make sure to go check that out. Lunar Pump, Only Rose. We are going to get her bonded. There's another partnership potentially forming in the background with this one. Again, I never know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. But yeah, we're definitely working on some different things. I'm helping Sea Lady and all them with Only Rose a little. Working on a partnership, I think. See what that happens with that. I know they have some other stuff going on. Don't know what's been announced or what hasn't been announced, but we will, one way or another, get our girl Only Rose bonded for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Sean said, I won't rehash it too much, but again, Lunar Pump Fun, putting so much work into this also behind the scenes. It's looking beautiful right now. It's a great platform. I know there's stuff going on with like Telegram and stuff in regards to all of this too as well. So I'm excited to see all that coming out. And of course, like Sean said, it's all the trickle down effect here. We got to reach the people that we need to kind of bring on over here to get them involved in the ecosystem we're building. And again, it all began with Infinion, of course. So, and you can go and check it out right now. You can launch tokens on here right now. Anybody that's watching, it's a beautiful platform. And of course, it's still in its kind of slightly early stages. There's a few little things that are being ironed out on there, but for the most part, it's beast. And that awesome feature we have in there that Sean just mentioned about the live streaming, where you can go in there and you can reward people directly into their wallets live in the chat. They can tip the streamers directly into that streaming wallet. You can use the tokens that you created, or you can use Solana. It's awesome. It's really good. You can highlight participants and everything. You're just dropping in a YouTube link on the back end. It's super simple to use, connecting wallets. Very simple, very basic, but a great little feature, and I'm excited to see that come to the forefront here in the coming weeks as well, even more once we get that stuff kind of dialed in. But yeah, go over and check it out now. And if you're thinking of launching, there's some great offers too. If you're a dev launching, I think it's like 50% back right now. Is that right, Sean? Is it 50% return on bond for the devs?
Mike, are you around? I know Mike's been hustling with the with Lunar Pump. I think so.
Yeah. Something like that, but it's definitely really good right now. I know that much for sure. And maybe Mike, if he sees it, we can check
our ecosystem is getting so big that I used to kind of like oversee everything, and I knew everything going on with everything. We've gotten so big though, it's impossible. So we're kind of all having to like, Mike's handling this, I'm handling this, Mr. P's handling this. It's become a lot with so many moving parts.
It's hectic and it's a lot. And when you're talking about social medias and this and that, it gets hectic, but we're doing it. We are doing it. And of course, the community is massively beneficial as well to what we're doing. So appreciate all you guys. All right. Well, there it is. That's Infinion. Let's have a look who we got next.
We got your guys over at Kurumi. Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of touched on Lunar Dust or we did. Let's skip over that, go to Kurumi, and then if we have a couple minutes, we can hit back on Lunar Dust to close it out with NFTs and all that.
All right. All right, here it is, KurumiBNB.com. These guys have been on here for a minute. Of course, we've talked about them multiple times. Like I said, hoping to get somebody on soon. They're all from a Japanese outfit, and they're looking at doing some solid building and growth here. And they have been doing that for a long time here now. Since we put the bot out, these guys have pretty much been on it in the early few days. Obviously, as you can see, they're pushing the whole dog token meme narrative. And it's, in the hot on the heels of, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Nero, Kokoro, a lot of the similar communities. I think maybe some devs are also involved. from maybe as far as Nero goes anyway, but it's in that lineage of dogs. It's the same family, the Kabosu family. So they're pushing this one. Hope they're kind of in cruise control. They do some nice work on their X account as well. They put out little stories every day. So it's a strong meme play. They're holding the floor hard. I know they got some announcements coming up. Maybe Manny can drop them into us too. We can always announce them when we go over this as well. Every day they seem to be on our board, so we appreciate them guys constantly voting. But this is a solid one. It has proved itself over the last couple of weeks since we've been monitoring it. Anyway, it's been hanging in there. How's that chart looking today, Sean, for Kurumi?
Let's check it out. Let me see. Found the 2 million. They're above the 1.8 stable coin. I mean, we were like weeks at 1.8, 1.8. They're at 2 million. I think they were at 2.3 yesterday. Again, this one's like Fat Coin. They're constantly running on that 2 million, 1.8 million. They're rock and rolling. They got good solid volume. Again, this is one of those legit ones. I've done a video on them. I've done a video on Fat Coin. And we're loving what we're seeing with Kurumi.
Yeah, they're constantly hanging in there around the 1.8, 2.2 mark. They're kind of in and around there the whole time. So these guys they're staying strong here now, waiting for this market to turn. Of course, we took another big dump there yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, a bit of a dump anyway. We didn't do too much market talk today, but yeah, these guys are just hanging in there waiting for, because like we all know how a strong dog meme can just hit. And if you look at the website, you can see like 100 million was Kokoro was the nearest one, right? And then just up from that was Nero, which got to like, what was it, $1 billion or something like that. But these are the ones that you're trying to follow, and these guys seem very serious about doing it. So they're waiting, they're poised, they're ready for the liquidity to start pouring back into the market, and I'm sure they're ready to do a big push. They're constantly just sitting, growing, doing their thing, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, go check them out, KurumiBNB.com. And
Space Cat, you're actually catching the end of it. We make this one a really quick episode because let's come back on over here. First off, Bitcoin holding in there. I know we had some bearish news in the market. Everyone was saying craziness was coming. I saw it drop to 85, already back up to 87. So we found a pretty damn good floor right here, waiting for some market structure bills and stuff to be put in place. And I really do think we're going to hit the ground running. But we are going over to, let's go back to Ashore. Let's find Ashore DeFi. They were right here. See where they're at. Space Cat, since you're just joining, our buddies and our collaboration partners, they're about to go live in 2 minutes, where they're potentially giving away 10 to 100,000, where projects step into the arena. Some are in a shot at funding, some short circuit under the pressure. Second time I've done that. Invited teams can compete for 10 to 100,000 from us. No promises, no handout, just a real opportunity for real builders. Line up and more details to follow. So we're about to hop on over here, guys. Everyone go join. I know a lot of people watched it last week, loved it. This is not a fluff AMA. Chapo and the guys over at Ashore DeFi get at it. This isn't to make anyone look good. Actually, if anything, they're trying to make you look bad to a certain extent, or make yourself look bad by not knowing what you're doing. All the different reasons why crypto projects fail, scam, all that stuff. So they put you in that hot seat. And if you want to get out and you happen to get out, you have a shot for up to $100,000 invested. And like we said, they are going to be collaborative partners with us. They're doing some huge stuff for us to be able to find clients. Also, we're going to be presenting or offering them very high quality production value so that their shows start to get bigger and they get better, kind of like you see with Moon or Dust. And like I said earlier, to reiterate to people like Space Cat that just joined, because we're collaborating partners, we are going to work with them to make sure that our time frames are not overlapping with each other like this. But yeah, let's go support them, guys. Go support Ashore DeFi. They're the gold standard when it comes to KYCs and when it comes to contracts audit in the industries. Longtime friends of me. I've been around these guys. I've been through the KYC process. I've sent them business. I've been working with them for years now. So yeah, let's go support them, guys. And of course, we'll be back. First though, Mr. Pixel, any final words from you to close it out?
No, I'm all good. I'm excited to see it. Excited for the collaboration we're doing with those guys. Again, anybody that's watching, go and check out Moonordust.media, baby. Nice and easy. Rolls off the tongue. Go and check it out. All the stuff that we got.
Moonordust.media.
Right. We got the NFTs are live right now. Token is live right now as well. Really good opportunity in there. And obviously, we got the sponsorships and all that stuff, the revenue streams for the NFTs. It's all there on the website. Just go and check it out, navigate. All the buttons are there to understand what we're doing, how the NFTs work, how the revenue streams work for that. These partnerships are super bullish for that, in my opinion. So kudos to everybody that got in there and picked one out early. But yeah, get on over there and support us. And hey, if it's not a financial incentive, just follow along what we're doing, share our content, enjoy the show. If you're just a trader or whatever, that's what we're doing this for, is so you can have a look. Always do your own research, of course. We're just giving our opinions on it and showing you how we would look at a project and what things we look for. And go check out Sean's episode from Crypto Over Red Bull. He talks all about the red flags in the crypto space and what you need to look at, or when you saw the red flag, but you still just couldn't help yourself and you had to go and buy anyway. So yeah, it's a really good episode. So check out Sean's latest Crypto Over Red Bull and listen to all of that. And let's go and hit some skill switch. I want to see. Imagine if somebody won somewhere between $10,000 and $100,000 today. That would be pretty awesome. So yeah, go check out Moonordust.media, guys.
All right, guys, let's go ahead. Hop on over to Short DeFi. Support our guys over at Kill Switch with Moonordust. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for the actual show, Moonordust, followed by, of course, the trending show that you're watching now. But until then, guys, you know what to do. I'm DeFi Sean. That's Mr. Pixel. And trade safe.
Play Moonordust live and win big for your community or for yourself. Just don't dust. Tuesday, audience edition. Wednesday, prime time. Thursday, microcap. Think you can take on the whales and walk away with a fat bag? Be our guest for free. Moonordust, the most bullish game show in crypto. Visit moon-or-dust.fun for details.